Hey, this is Eric Saunders with County Sports, and I'm going to record this presentation, which is the PowerPoint slides for the meeting that we're having today with Carolina Courts. Specifically, since this is a video content creation agreement, I thought we might use this vehicle to document our meeting and be a pretty good example of how you might save time with our services. So, a little bit about County Sports. The first thing is that we were founded in 2007 by myself, Eric Saunders. Originally, it was an athletic training program, and we were using it to promote speed and agility and football training camps in Charlotte, North Carolina. Trained over the course of the years, probably 100 or more camps for athletes, usually youth athletes, all the way up through college age, players that were getting ready to transfer and do combines for the college football. Somewhere that spurned into content creation. When we started creating training videos to promote the company, we ended up having a large audience of football coaches that started asking questions and looking for guidance on how to coach football, how to conduct drills, how to deal with technical issues with players. And one thing led to another, and we ended up creating a youth football coaches content site. We do that currently. We sell memberships to the site. We have 3,500 subscribers to that site as of 2018. Also have a YouTube channel of our own with over 1,600,000 views, which is a big part of our SEO marketing strategy. So in 2019, County Sports is looking to extend its training programs to include basketball, baseball, and youth sports camp operations instructions. Those are some requests that I get from coaches that know that I coach basketball and baseball. And also I get a lot of questions about how to pull together a camp, how to market it, how to bring in the t-shirts, the products, and the whole thing. So those are going to be on the docket for 2019. And because of that, I'd like to partner with Carolina Courts, especially for the basketball instruction portion of the program, but also for the camp operation portion of the program. So County Sports possesses the business expertise to create and market video content. Some examples of video content that we can create that would be very, very useful for Carolina Courts would be seller videos. Seller videos are the videos that you see anytime you want to buy something nowadays. If you're having your Christmas camp, it's nice to put the flyer up there, but it's a lot better if a parent is looking for something for their child to do. A seller video with the camp, what's going to be happening at the camp, examples of the coaching, examples of the kids having fun, eating. It just answers questions for them subconsciously as opposed to them just reading it off of a flyer or brochure. Those types of videos cause customers to take action, to go ahead and subscribe. So you could also do seller videos that explain how your leagues work, how the different tiers of your teams are established and why they might want to be elite, premier, travel, recreational. Those are questions that maybe cause potential customers to go to a rec league or go someplace else. So if they can get those answers on their own and convince themselves that that's the right idea, then they'll take action. And products. I don't know what products you sell, but you do have shirts, t-shirts, food courts, tournament services that you sell to other teams and associations, and you spend probably a good deal of time on the phone explaining all of that. And so this is a good opportunity to save time and get people to take action again. So also instructional videos for coaches, parents, and athletes. So you do take on new coaches at Carolina Courts, and those coaches have questions regarding offense, defense, specific plays, presses, coverages. And I'm sure that you would love to spend time with each of those coaches explaining everything to them, but that's not reality. So if you had a coach's instructional video archive where you just ask them to go in and get brushed up on it, the coaches would be able to see what is best practices for Carolina Courts. For parents, number one is parents' meetings, expectations for the parents, answer the questions that they want to know, which is what's the playing time, what's the cost, what's the uniform, what's home and away, where do we travel to? And then for athletes, a lot of how-to stuff, which would be, all the dribbling drills, passing drills, shooting drills, all of that is a value add for your customers as well. So in institutional videos for online SEO marketing and advertising, any highlights from games, anything to do with how to register, where you're located, the advantages of your building, why you're better than the next person, every bit of that content is very useful for SEO marketing. You just simply title the video Carolina Courts, where we are located. Instead of having just a where we're located and address on the website, you have a video that they can click on, and that is ranked very highly by Google and will move you to the top of the search engines and make you much, much more findable for your customers. So those are examples of our business expertise that we could assist Carolina Courts with. And the main goal of the relationship is to help Carolina Courts achieve their business objectives, benefit from marketing exposure that demonstrates you as an expert and demonstrates the passion that you have for teaching the game of basketball and or volleyball. Being an expert is the number one most important thing for your business to demonstrate, especially when you're coaching children. Parents are looking for that. And if they can find it, the second bullet is attract the area's best players through promotional content. So parents will be looking on the internet. They'll find your coaches online. They'll relate to them. They'll want to be involved with them, and they'll come in looking to be involved. The one thing that can really benefit Carolina Courts is getting the best players on your teams. And the way to get the best players on your teams is to have them want to be on your teams. And you hate to say hype video, but hype videos are very important to athletes and their parents. And that's exactly what you'd want to do. You'd want to be able to take some of that excellent sports content that you have every single day happening in your gym and use it to attract the best players in the area and bring them to you. So streamlining time-consuming processes with a FAQ video section and a knowledge base for coaches and parents. We've touched on that already, but that is a time suck for the leadership of the business. And if you can automate it, it would allow you to focus on the things that make your company money or provide value to your customers. And lastly is to offer an add value service for your advertisers or your sponsors, or even to generate more or additional revenues through sponsorship, which is that your sponsors that you currently have may be interested in sponsoring the videos, highlights of the week, just being in there. And even if you're not charging for it, you could say that, well, we're putting you on X amount of video. YouTube and Vimeo both say how long the videos have been playing. So you could say it's this much play time, this much customer facing time. Those are metrics that big sponsors are usually looking to understand. So, of course, video content to them is much better than just being on the website. And it also rolls into the possibility of having them do commercials into your videos, which is another revenue stream that we could discuss at another time. So your brand is your name. I searched Anthony George, and you'd be surprised what pops up when you Google your own name. So I also searched my name, and when I search my name, up comes Union County Sports Academy, which is a training company that I have. Our videos for football coaching come up, and several of my youth content comes up. So the name of the persons that are doing the coaching is very important to establish positive content around them. Unfortunately, there's another Anthony George that's on death row, and that's not the best thing to be coming up on the page one. So would love to flood that first page of Google when people search for Anthony George with some positive lead generating content. So, and when you do meet somebody, the first thing that they're going to do a lot of times is they're going to know you and maybe Google you to see what your credentials are. Just learn a little bit about you, see what's up. They're going to be entrusting you with their children. And you remember the saying, don't believe everything you hear from your parents. And you may also remember that seeing is believing. And when people see video content on the internet, they believe it. Whether it's true or not, they're going to believe that it's true, which think about the elections with Facebook and how that is just a fact. That's how people make their decisions in this day and age. So what are people searching for on Google when it comes to this? They're searching for great coaching. That is the one thing that would differentiate Carolina Courts from rec leagues and other places that their kids can go, or even parents coaching their own children. they're looking for great coaching. So this is a way for you to get that point across in a very quick, easy way and drive traffic to your business. WIFM, what's in it for me? So what does County Sports get for this? So as we mentioned earlier, County Sports is looking to branch into basketball this year, and I would love to use some of the coaches and athletes for the creation of the content, not specifically looking to sell a video service at this point in time, but I am looking to use it to drive traffic to my site at this point in time. So that's something that Carolina Courts has that I do not have, and that would be a very unique partnership that I could establish with Carolina Courts. We also need space. County Sports needs space for athletic training, whether that's speed and agility, football training, for just throwing and catching. We always need a place to be, and I'd like to exchange working hours for court hours. Both companies would benefit from a mutual arrangement and backlinks between our websites where our customer bases see the synergy between us. And that's an excellent thing. New families that move into Union County find Union County Sports, one of my initial companies, and contact me regarding camps. And I will have an area on my website that will send them to camps. So I could send them to many, many basketball camps. There's lots of them in the area. There's Yes I Can basketball. There's Carolina Courts, the Weddingtons of the world. But if they click on my website when they first move into the area, they could just as easily find Carolina Courts and be led to your website. So that is a good synergy, and vice versa. If people are looking for coaching training or video content creation or how to run a camp, they may find my company through Carolina Courts website as well. So that's part of what's in it for me. A specific compensation or barter arrangement. I'm really not looking to get paid by Carolina Courts. As I mentioned, I'm looking to have Carolina Courts as a partner, but there does need to be an agreement on how we would exchange compensation, and I would be willing to work at a rate of $100 per working hour. As a rule of thumb, when it comes to video content creation, every 5 minutes of video takes about an hour of post-production work. So if you are looking to get a 5-minute training video, which most training videos are not 5 minutes, they're usually about a minute long, just FYI. So you might get 2, 3, 4, 5 videos for a rate of about $100, which is, if you've ever tried to go and sub out for video content creation, it's about that. It can be much more than that, depending on the quality of the film and who's doing the work. So County Sports will County Sports will assist in the creation of your YouTube and your Vimeo channel. I could not find a Carolina Courts YouTube channel. I found some video content there, but not much. So it looks like you could use some assistance with your strategy there. And I would also be willing to train your support staff to become self-sufficient in online marketing over the course of 2019, if that's something that your company desired. It's just a matter of putting together an action plan and teaching the folks how to kind of get the videos together and what tools are needed. And it takes a little while to make product that is professional, but it can be done. And I would allow Carolina Courts basically to identify the projects that they feel would best serve the interests of their company, and we try to establish timelines for what you felt were the priority projects for you, and that would get everything moving in a positive way. So that is a video presentation of what we have in mind. Hopefully this will be something that you are interested in, and I look forward to answering any questions that you may have. Thank you so much.